Peace and understanding, class. Good evening. Uh, I wanted to take this opportunity to kind of close out the myth of race and the evolution of skin color, as we have determined that the video is a bit lengthy. All of the classes, for time purposes, I was gonna attempt to consolidate the information. I specifically said this to my 2 o'clock class. For certain purposes, for certain reasons, we could not quite get to the end. We were almost there, and the other classes completed the video. But I wanted to kind of take up for the 2 o'clock class and any other student that wants to look at the video just for the purposes, because as you know, we have a synopsis, a summary of the information that the video contains. It seems as though we've been having some slight misunderstandings, so let me reiterate again now. Upon completion of the video, I want you to discuss the contents. Share them with me as if you were informing me about it. Tell me what the topics were, the information, and at the end, in your conclusion, tell me if you agree or disagree and support your position with a why or why not. It's just that simple, 2 pages and complete with a title page. So with that being said, let me jump right in. We left off at the 2 o'clock class, and we were at the section of the video that alluded to the out of Africa hypothesis. This is a hypothesis that has been verified through scientific method. I want to point out also that the connection of the 4 subject matters are inextricably connected: history, geography, genetics, and linguistics. Linguistics being the study of languages. That overlaps a time span. Genetics, I'm going to mention a little bit about that. Geography, locations, the names and geographical boundaries of locations have changed over time. And of course, history, which the Latin word historia means to investigate. So when we're looking at the out of Africa hypothesis, we are talking about the migrations of Homo sapiens 200 to 300,000 years ago, as they embarked upon a diaspora, which means to disperse. The video alludes to this fact that Homo sapiens left Africa and existed in Africa and no place else. You have the German anthropologist Johann Friedrich Blumenbach. He was from Germany. He proposed, or it was his contention, he had the theory of polygenetic origin, okay, which means that mankind evolved in 5 different locales simultaneously. And he created the social construct that we now call race, and we still use today to define ourselves. The Caucasoid, the Negroid, the Mongoloid, the Malaysian, and the 5th one escapes me. I'll come back to that. But Blumenbach created these categories from the study of various skulls from these locations. This is important because at this point is when those who classify themselves as white began to try to use science to place themselves at the top of the human hierarchy. They began to try to place themselves as saying whites, those who classify themselves as white, were more intelligent, had the more phenotypical, beautiful features, and all of the things that goes with whiteness today. That's a major point that we will definitely have to come back to. But that's the diaspora or the migration of the Homo sapiens from Africa, where human life only existed. That's right. Once upon a time, there were nothing but black people in different shades, but not a white person. But the African woman has the independent ability to genetically produce any color on the spectrum. And we'll get to